Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. In today's session, we're going to go over how you can backtest an EA on MT5 and see if it's actually worth using on your funded accounts or live account. So today, I am going to show you how you can do that, and which is very advantageous because then you can actually know should you use this or not. Um, I am going to be using the BlackProp EA as an example, which is the EA I use to trade my funded accounts. Um, but just for demonstrations, because why not? Now, after you've installed the EA on MT5, what you want to do is click on the EA. I'm going to be testing this BlackProp ORB version 1. Now, okay, so what you want to do is right click and then select this test right here. So once you select test, this should pop up. This window should pop up, right? And I've actually just maximized it here, but you can then maximize it if you want and all that. So as you can see here, the expert, under expert, you need to make sure that it's the expert that you want to test, right? So you can see if it's not, then you can select among the other experts that you have or you want to test. You want to make sure the symbol is on the symbol that you want to test. Here on the symbol, that's where you put the symbol. If it's Euro USD, GBP USD, gold, NASDAQ, you put it there. The time frame, also very important. Custom period is the time which you wanna, test the EA. You can put literally any time. On MT5, the good news is that if you can put even from 2015, the data will be downloaded and the EA will be tested, right? So for testing, I leave it at no because we wanna back test, not for test, back test, right? Delays, I advise you put it at zero latency or ideal execution so that it can actually execute how you would ideally execute, right? Modeling, I'd prefer you put it on every pip. Pips in profit, not really. I prefer in dollars. And then we have deposit. Obviously, this EA is best on funded, so I leave it at 200 US dollar. You can put it at a pound, whatever. Leverage, I'm gonna leave it at 1:100 because that's most prop firms leverage anyway. Optimization right now it's disabled, but if you're still learning about the EA and you wanna make sure that the results or the settings that you're using are maximized optimally, then you can actually enable this. It will take a while because it then starts testing every scenario of your EA. Like, for instance, here it will test Euro USD, gold, GJ, like um every time frame, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, one. So you can see how it will take a while, right? So it is going to take a while, but I promise you it is worth it if you are still learning about the EA that you're using and you want to know which settings I should use for the best results, then you should use optimization here to get the best results or to know what results are best for that specific EA. Now, those are just the basic settings. So let's get to it and we'll see how you can actually even optimize on your own using the data after backtesting once you've done that. Now for BlackProp EA, I'm going to use GBP USD 15 minute. I'm going to be backtesting from January 1st just to make it fast and to September 30th. It hasn't reached yet. It's about 2 days from now, but it will accept. And 200K account, 200 to 100 leveraged. Okay. Inputs with the BlackProp EA, as we know, you choose the session you want the pair to trade. So GBP USD is most volatile during London. So I'm going to choose for it to trade during London. You can see I've set it here true. Asia session, I've set it at false. New York session, I've set it at false, and it will trade from Monday to Friday. All of them are true. It will be risking 1% per trade, aiming for 1.5, slippage at 1, pips above or below at 3. Let's see how it does. Okay. So slowly it starts looking for trades. Okay, that's the first trade. You see it creates a range above and below a candle that you've selected based on the ORB settings, and then stops are placed above and entries below. And obviously, as you can see, the targets are at 1.5. So let's allow it and see how it will play out. Take profit hit, order closed. So that's how it basically trades. It's a mechanical strategy based off ORB for those that know ORB's trading. And you can see we have already banked 1.5, right? Risk to reward. Now let's fast forward and see how it will play out in the long run, if it's actually profitable, or what are its perks and disadvantages, just to make sure we're on the right track. Now, it ended at 193. Okay, so far, this isn't profitable because we ended in a drawdown. Now we can close that and look at the settings. Okay, the settings now, they were at 1100 hours. Now for London, for me, I prefer, let's try another time frame, maybe another time. Let's try at 10. See how it goes. You need to try different settings to see which one performs the best, right? Now, with this one, we can actually see the results are actually very good, better than the last one. You can see it has ended with 288, meaning we have made 88,000 in profit, right? So you can see even a small tweak, even in time, like just because the time was wrong, a person may say the EA doesn't work, but due to the right settings, you can make bank with it, right? Now let's look at the data. You can come here, you can exit that window, and then once you come here, backtest, you can see more data based on the EA. So the equity drawdown was at 12.4% maximum, and then balance drawdown here was at 11.6. So we can see that, okay, if I was trading a prop firm account, I would have blown the account because most prop firms maximum drawdown is at 10%. So it isn't worth it still, even at this point here. Even though it made us a lot of money, if you're trading a personal account, obviously you would have made bank, but on a prop firm, you would have lost the account. So we come down here like, how can we do to optimize this even more? You can see we have some losing months like February, March, and these two were losing months, February and March. And then once we look at the profit days and of the weeks, we can see on Monday and Tuesday, they weren't really performing very good, but Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they were the best performing days, right? So then we come back here and we say, okay, let me see what will happen if the EA only trades on the best performing days, right? Because you have to make sure you optimize it for the best results, right? Because who wants bad results? Now, we have optimized by removing Monday and Tuesday and left only the best performing days and the best performing time of the day. Voila. Just by editing that, we can see the EA made us 317,000, meaning it has made us a profit of over 117,000 just in the last, since January until now. So it's crazy. And then once we look at the equity drawdown, it's only at 6.21. And in the previous version, it was at 12. With balance drawdown, it's at 4.9. It's incredible. So with this setting, just by optimizing these few versions, like you are already making bank without blowing your prop firm. So it's actually worth it. And this is just by trading London. You haven't added New York, you haven't added Asia session. So you can actually see how then it actually works. So by optimizing most of the good EAs, once you come on the inputs, you can actually optimize the time and the days, which are actually a huge advantage in maximizing the profits and the drawdown limitations on your performance. So just a brief example, that's how you can actually backtest an EA and then optimize it for best results. Now, this is just one scenario, obviously. And then for backtesting, you can then go back and choose another pair, see how it actually performs, right? Now, for instance, USD JPY, this one is for Asia session. I'm gonna leave it at 15 minutes. So for instance, you can come here then. Now we have put USD JPY there, right? Now, if I put it at London, here is USD JPY during London. So you can see how it's performing. Now we are already down about 20 grand, 30 grand. So it's a bit of a rocky ride, right? Not really making that much money. Ended it with 182, so we lost about 18,000 on USD JPY if it's traded during London. But then what happens if we put it at its right session, right? Oh, I also forgot. I need to turn off these days. Okay. So let's see how it performs during Asia, maybe. So during Asia, we can see it's making profit, okay, coming back in drawdown, still making profit, but not that impressive, you know. Okay, now we're at about 220 something. Okay, the EA ended at 220,000 for USD JPY, still profitable. 20,000 under a year, very impressive. That's over 10%, right? And then we can come back here again and look at the data. And we can see the best performing days were Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday weren't really performing that well. So then we can say, okay, then let's just trade it on Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, we falls, Thursday falls, and Friday falls, and then just leave the best performing days and then see how it actually performs, right? Because we want the best results optimized with, you know, the EA. So with that, it was about 220, right? So it was about a 10% gain, but just with that small optimization, you can see we have doubled the return. The return ended at 240 now. So you can actually see how um, optimizing the results or removing the days that are not winning, adding the days that are winning trades or winning days, how can actually impact your results. And this, I've just optimized the days. I haven't optimized the time. So it's a game changer. Optimization is a game changer, and you need to actually use it in your trading. Or before using the EA, you need to optimize it, backtest it, see if it actually works in this scenario, in that scenario, see how it performs how it performs best, at which time, in which pair, so that then you can actually enter or allow it to trade for you confidently. This video was made by backtesting the Black Prop EA, the EA that I use to trade for me. And so far, it has made me great results. If you're interested in it, um, be sure to contact me. The contact info is in the link in the description. Contact me via Telegram. That will be the easiest. And till next time, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching this video thus far, and I'll see you on the other side. If you have any questions about backtesting or anything about EAs, be sure to drop them in the comment and I'll be sure to answer. Till next time, guys. Appreciate you all. Cheers.